What an honor that we're going to now present. Anyone ever heard of the Warriors? I will tell you, the biggest concern that we had in presenting this award to our dear friends, Joe and Peter, they're used to big diamond rings now. That would have blown our budget completely out. So we have a wonderful, wonderful trophy. You're going to be in many Hall of Fames that we know, but there's only one Bay Area Council Hall of Fame. So I don't need to say much about Joe Lacob and Peter Guber. Yes, give them a hand. Incredible leaders, incredible individuals. For all of us who aspire to great leadership, these are two individuals that we all can pay attention to and learn from. Joe and Peter are two amazing individuals. They built an amazing team. And I stand here this evening to tell you how proud I am that Kaiser Permanente is a presenting sponsor of the Warriors. So a couple of things happen to me whenever I go to the Warriors game. The first thing is, right after the tip-off, I'm sure all of you watch the tip-off and you wait to see who gets the ball first and when the Warriors are going to score. I want you to know that what I do is right after the tip-off, I look up to see the Kaiser Permanente banner flying, Kaiser Permanente flowing all over the place. And I look in the audience to see who's paying attention to that. Second thing that I do at the Warriors game, even when we sponsor the free t-shirts, it's something about winning a free t-shirt. You will see me jumping all over the place for a t-shirt. And the third thing is, for the rare occasions that we lose a game, you would see me asking the people in the crowd, what happened? How did that happen? Because that's the team that these two individuals have built. So the reason why they're incredible leaders that we all study and that we're all going to pay attention to, and they're going to be in the history books, because all of us aspire to build great teams. We all do. It's our dream as leaders. They transformed three things. One, they transformed the Warriors. They brought on individuals who were individual superstars, and they taught them how to play as a team. Number two, they transformed the game. All of a sudden, it started to shift from watching these incredible, strong individuals under the court, just bobbing and weaving and beating each other up, playing tough. So one day we all looked up, and there was this kid way out there shooting three-pointers. And number three, they transformed the league. It used to be a debate. Will a three-pointer type team make it all the way? And we had individuals, Charles Barkley, one of them, used to say, this phenomenon is coming to an end. We've all seen Charles even try to hit a three-point lately. They transformed the league. So amazing leadership from these two individuals. But the other thing I want to honor them, and we want to honor them for, is they did something else. They became a part of the community. They're engaged. They're involved. They give their time, they give their money, they give their resources. And every one of the team players absolutely committed to the communities in which we all live in and exist. And it's an honor. Yes, give them a hand. And it's an honor that we officially have them to join the Hall of Fame. And now let's watch the movie.
If you look up there, that is a very lonely flag. We want another one.
Standing on their home court that night on November 15, 2010, new Golden State Warriors owners Joe Lacob and Peter Guber channeled the hopes and dreams of loyal, championship-starved fans who had endured decades of defeat, despair, and frustration.
We set out together to try to accomplish it in as short a time possible.
Lacob and Guber would deliver on that promise, erasing 40 years of futility when their Golden State Warriors defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers on June 16, 2015 for the NBA title. That victory would launch an almost unprecedented run of success and dominance that Lacob and Guber envisioned from the start.
There's only one thing that I know for sure after 45 years in this business. It's really only three things that give a franchise a chance to be successful. They're ownership, ownership, and ownership.
When they purchased the Warriors in July 2010 for what was then a record price for an NBA team, Lacob and Guber were no strangers to building and running successful businesses. Lacob worked for 30 years as a partner at legendary Silicon Valley venture capital firm Kleiner Perkins Caulfield & Byers. He led investments in over 50 startups in the fields of life sciences and medical technologies, the internet, and energy. Guber is a giant in the entertainment business. He founded or led Mandalay Entertainment Group, Sony Pictures, Polygram, Casablanca Records, and Columbia Pictures. As an executive and producer, his credits include Rain Man, Midnight Express, The Deep, Flashdance, The Color Purple, Gorillas in the Mist, and Batman. They moved quickly and decisively to transform and energize an organization whose culture Guber once described as moribund.
Really, the first year and a half was a cleanup.
Guber and Lacob hired a new management team, including General Manager Bob Myers and President Rick Welts. They presided over a series of bold draft picks and timely trades, adding Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, 2015 Finals MVP Andre Iguodala, and Kevin Durant to a roster that already boasted fledgling superstar Stephen Curry.
I was somewhat about the seat of my pants a little bit, a lot of it based on all these startups that we all as venture guys do. You have an instinct on what you should do in terms of who you should hire, what principles you should follow.
By 2014, with the hiring of new head coach Steve Kerr, all the pieces were in place. But building the basketball team was only part of the story. The new owners would reinvigorate and dramatically expand the Warriors' presence in the community. Warriors! Through the Warriors Community Foundation, led by Lacob's wife Nicole, the team has granted more than $10 million to programs focusing on educational equity in the Bay Area. Last season, Warriors front office employees donated over 3,800 hours of community service through the Warriors Helping Hands volunteer program. And the Warriors hosted and participated in over 320 community events throughout the Bay Area. Partnering with companies like Kaiser Permanente, PG&E, and BlackRock, the foundation, through its Hoops for Kids program, has refurbished more than 75 basketball courts for youth in low-income and disadvantaged communities. And the team has donated more than 15,000 tickets to schools and local nonprofits for kids to attend Warriors home games. As the Warriors got their basketball and philanthropic house in order under Lacob and Guber's leadership, they also turned their attention to replacing the oldest arena in the NBA. With a breathtaking site near the water in San Francisco's Mission Bay, the Warriors' new Chase Center is rising fast. Scheduled to be ready for the 2019-20 season, the arena will also provide the region with a valuable new events and community space. The results of the Warriors' transformation have been as blinding as a Stephen Curry crossover dribble, with attendance up and the team vaulting from near the bottom in value to third in the league. But for Lacob and Guber, there's only one result that matters.
The real job is to turn it into a winner, and when you buy a sports team, that's got to be your overarching goal.
It's a goal they achieved again in 2017 and 18 in dominating fashion, and one they're on track to swish through the net again in 2019.
Thank you very much. This is rather, I looked through the booklet as we were sitting at the table tonight and looked at all the previous honorees and of course also those that were honored tonight, and it's pretty overwhelming, I would say. Thank you very much for this honor. Peter told me as we were sitting down tonight that you only need to remember a couple of things. First of all, be very, very fast. This, like the Oscars, the one thing you learn from the Oscars, by the way, he's won 12 of them. Is you don't want to speak very long, so we're going to hold to that. And then the other thing was, don't talk. He said, don't talk about the game tonight. And unfortunately, this event was scheduled, and we realized we had to be honored tonight, which is a great honor. But we never miss a game. I was supposed to be in Houston tonight, but I want to thank each and every one of you for not allowing us to go to Houston tonight. As I was driving up, I said to my wife, Nicole, who couldn't make it tonight, I said, make sure you tape the game, make sure you tape the game. I never miss a game. And I looked over at my phone a few minutes ago, and I said, did you tape the game? She said, you'll thank me, I deleted it. Unbelievable. Well, I do want to say, I will remember this date. We remember this date because November 15th is, in fact, 8 years, apparently to the day, that we took ownership of the team. So rather, it feels like 80 years, I just want to tell you. It's really been a phenomenal time for us, and we, Peter and I both, want to thank all of you and all of our fans, really, in the community, because this really, at the end of the day, yes, it's about winning. Well, it really is about winning, actually, a lot. But it is about winning, but more than that, we're stewards for this thing, and that's all. And we really know that being involved in the community and doing some great things for the community and everyone in the community is very, very important. And that's why the foundation, I was so glad to see we hadn't seen the video, by the way. It's a good video. Can we use that? But that video is very important to us because it does highlight a role in the community. And since one of the things I'm most proud of, and we're most proud of, is that we have put together the Warriors Community Foundation really about 6 years ago, and in those 6 years have now given away over $10 million to underprivileged kids. But I do want to thank everybody here, all the corporations that also are helping us in our move to San Francisco. I know the mayor of Oakland is here tonight, Libby. But we are the Bay Area's basketball team, just remember that. They're very close. And we've been in San Francisco before, we've been in Oakland, now we're back in San Francisco. We're very proud to be members of this community, and that means all of the Bay Area. So for Peter, my great partner who's been involved with me for all 8 years, and our other partners in our management team, which frankly, they do all the work, and they're the ones that should be celebrated for these awards, not us, I want to say thank you very much.